talk about. We'll just keep talking. We'll just keep talking. Just keep talking. Talking. For so long. Oh, we're babbling on.
Ready, everyone?
3,
2.
1.
Hey, Babbles. How are you? I hope you're well. Things have been going pretty great over in BOHQ. And today we have a special thing because it's our first returning correspondent. So you already know her. She needs no intro. Please welcome dancing extraordinaire, gay choreographer, Alec
Cohen. Hi.
Hi.
Hilton.
Hey, Al.
Hill.
Alec.
Hilton, is that you?
Yeah, over here. Alec, over here.
Hilton, it's Alec from
Where are you?
from grade school
3rd
and 4th, but not 5th.
6th. I only met you as an adult.
But
And yeah, this is reminding me of my improv story. Wait, can I just tell it super quick?
yeah,
Okay, so I was the president of my improv troupe in college.
yeah, could have told you that. So.
Got it. And have I told you this? And we did like a lock-in at high schools where they like sleep
Church.
overnight. So, church. So we got booked to perform at this Boston suburban high school's lock-in. And we go, and it's a packed auditorium of these kids at like 12:30 a.m. on a Friday night in high school, crowded. We go out on stage, me and this other girl from my improv group, and I start like steering a wheel, and the girl in the scene is like, oh, I just love whale watching or something. And I'm like, no, we're on a jungle cruise. And the girl in the audience in the front row, it's completely silent, goes, really? And then we cut the scene, and the girl in my
Why
improv
did you
troupe,
do that?
I don't know. And the girl in my improv, I just like really wanted to do a jungle safari. And the girl in my improv troupe hisses at me on stage, say yes.
Oh, well,
'Cause that's the
she's
first-
in the wrong.
I mean, yeah, that was wrong.
you don't do that.
You don't do that. But you also don't do what I did.
Yeah, but you don't do what she did more.
You don't do that.
Not that.
Hello, and welcome to Babbling On.
Oh,
Who
shit.
the fuck are you in the 8? Like, just get it over with.
Oh. You'll cut this, right, this time?
No, I won't.
Mhm.
It stays.
It's... I'm sorry, I think Carrie...
Yeah, you are right now.
You want to know why?
They wanna know why.
You're not doing this time.
Okay.
You do it all the time on the podcast.
Yeah, and people love it.
Certainly not the people you interview. Gertrude McFuzz. Do you know?
I was a Wickersham. You think I don't know? Don't push me. Don't push me.
Are we?
Today. We're not that way.
I think Carrie.
I'm gonna hit the
Because
mic
I'm
if you
kind
keep
of
spinning
thinking,
me.
like, let's romanticize this shit up.
Yeah, you're Carrie right now. Like, you're kind of up front.
And I'm kind of, like, texting people, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. Whereas I think I am Shoshana right now. It's just a gut feeling. We've been watching
It's gut.
season 6. I want to talk about that.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, before we even get to your babble.
We don't even need to get there.
We'll get there.
Of course we will.
Get Out by Jordan Peele.
Love it.
Perfect film.
Love it.
Should have won Best.
Was nom?
Yes, it was. And it won screenplay. Original.
Allison, anything?
Allison didn't get her due. That's real. She should have. She's good.
Did any? She's.
Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya was nominated for actor.
Of course.
And that's tea.
He spilled.
Allow me to drink my peppermint tea.
Can I just say?
Yeah. Natalie, come in.
The door.
What?
She has the keys.
Come say it.
Oh, yeah, come say this.
They're recording this in my living room, so I have to talk about.
Hey, Natalie.
Hey.
Hey, Nat.
Bestician.
Hey,
She
Nat.
deserved an Oscar for when she found the key.
Oh my god, that part.
Her change in her face goes from like, I can't find the keys, and then she's like,
It's so scary.
It's kind of amazing because her face, like, doesn't change that much. So to note that her face
like, that's what her
changed,
face
Right.
looks like.
It is like Oscar.
that's acting.
That's actor.
The
Which
side changes.
well, is it though? I'm trying to.
She got an Emmy nom. I want to watch her Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna close the door.
Love you.
Love you, Nat. See you on Sunday to record our app. Google. Anyway, so we were watching season 6 of Girls,
Oh yeah.
and you came up with this incredible hypothesis.
We were watching it and we were like, of course, in utter bliss. You know?
Well, yeah, but
and
therefore,
my therapist told me not to. Did I say this on the last episode?
what did your therapist say?
Not to say but to say and about things that like you're not trying to take away from it.
Bah. I'm just making, yeah, okay. Wait, oh, don't say but, say and.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like we were.
I just became present, by the way. Up until now, I've been floating. And I just joined you.
Oh. I hope to join you in presence.
So what did your therapist? Don't say but, say and.
Yeah, like you could be like, I really liked him, and then your impulse would be to say, but I just don't see us together. It's like, why did you? It's contributing. I really liked him, and I don't see us together.
There's something about the rules of improv that is incredibly huge today. Because
Is that an impy?
Well, impy is yes and.
Yeah, and this is an and. This is a
This
not
is an
but.
and no but.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically though, season 6 of Girls is the worst season. They're all being like weird, and the reality is, I'll let you say it.
I actually think you can say it.
Okay, so Alex's hypothesis is that season 6 of Girls is the Girls movie. And it's like kind of a bad movie, but it's still the Girls movie. You
So
can't
it's like-
live without it.
It's eye glue screen.
It's eye glue screen, but everyone's kind of like bad in it randomly after being good for 5 seasons.
Well, I mean, that just happens when you have to. It also, not only does it feel like a movie, it actually feels like the book of a musical.
It's just hitting
It's so big and it's so like.
it hits all
the
these
resolution.
necessary points to tie things up.
But maybe they didn't like necessary as.
You know what I noticed though, as I was watching it last night, is they're really trying to be funny in the 6th season.
Well, maybe they've been told for 5 seasons how funny they are.
Like, there's a lot of Lena, who is obviously one of the funniest of all time and the most brilliant, like, saying these one-liners that are, like, cut, like, into a montage, and it's like, that's not funny. It was funny when you were, like, you know, being mentally ill in a long artistic
I know. You
tape.
know what? It's like in season 6, it's almost missing a laugh track.
Right. Which
Which is
I
not
hate
right.
laugh tracks.
Although I'm watching The Comeback right now.
That has a laugh track?
No, but they film like live sitcoms.
Yeah. With Kellen Lutz.
Yeah.
The daughter.
The da.
Who did the thing.
I mean,
And
we can
Mara.
maybe make the 8 the 9 and just include
Add in
Valerie.
Lisa.
Like,
But then we're always going to want to choose Val. I am Val right now. Oh, that is exactly who I am. I'm like trying to come across as humble in my new era of like not being a narcissist and
New era unlocked.
Val.
It's so good, girl.
Dreamy.
But I do have to skip. Like, there are parts of that show I've never seen because they make me so uncomfortable that I have to fast forward a minute and a half.
It freaks me out sometimes.
I'm like, girl.
But I like to squirm.
I don't.
Gerbil. Okay, so you are Carrie, I am Shosh. Oh, although Shosh in season 6...
No, you're Val.
I'm Val, but Shosh in season 6, it's kind of crazy how she leaves the show, and then when she's on the show, she's like, I hate all of you, which is tea, but it is a little like, I think Shosh would still have an element of sugarcoating and not be so blunt, where she's just like, I don't care about you guys, I never want to see you again. Although I guess that is tea, and like that happens. Okay. So Alec.
Yeah.
Son.
Daughter.
My lips are too...
Oh,
No, I won't.
Oh, whore.
My lips are for you, Dad. What?
Got it. Stop.
Okay, Alec. What are you Gay choreographer. What are you babbling on about today?
Will you say it with me?
It's all I want to do, so won't you? Dance! Dance.
Yes.
Dance. Oh, there's a smile on your face that you don't see unless someone is really happy to talk about dance.
I'm gonna try and put aside the part of my brain that's telling me to be like meek about the subject.
Yes,
and I'm just gonna like spill.
I'm gonna actually lay some ground rules to help you here.
Okay.
Because this is actually gonna be one of those episodes where we sort of go the route of spirituality, healing, and like reviving the inner child and being happy. And
Okay.
so basically the rules here are there's no need to shy away from passion, and there's no need to be humble about something that you're clearly very good at and have a lot of experience in. And so let's just, off the bat, I'll just say, like, we're humble, we're not bragging, like, boo, 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 boo. Now that's out of the way, we can brag. Because we're both very good dancers in different styles.
Yeah.
And I guess where I want to begin is, like, when was you making your first dance move? Like, I want to walk through your journey of how you became what you are now, which is someone who is on the forefront of the modern dance scene.
Well, I've just always been, like, such a faggot.
Yes.
And
I'd like to start there.
Yeah, like, such a visible faggot.
So was I, but denied until college.
I didn't.
When did you come out?
I mean, I came out as a faggot when I was 5. I came out as a man-loving man when I was 19.
And I haven't done a cartwheel since I was 9.
I haven't seen my mother
In a long, long time.
So I would, like, put on shows for my family parties to ABBA, Dancing Queen, around 7.
Dancing Queen would be the first song, I would say,
Ever written.
that was heard and used in the form of music translated to the body's dance.
Yeah. And then
You would put on shows for your family to it?
Yeah, and I would sing and I would dance and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then dancing really didn't come. I did theater then, and I sang.
And were you taking class?
No,
Okay.
but I danced in little shows, and it came really. I was not natural, and I'm still not very natural to pick up choreography.
I'm not going to let you tea that way. Because that's that monster coming in to try and do that humility. It's like, girl, you can pick up choreo.
I can.
Like, let's not...
I can, but in a room full of, like, some of the dancers that I have worked with in my life, they're like, I'm looking around, beads of sweat dripping down my forehead because it's so damn hard. And it's not.
Well, speaking of so damn hard,
Ballet dancers?
Yeah. We're
Hot.
gonna get to that.
Hot.
I mean, here they are. They're hot as fuck, and their bodies are rock hard.
It's not even about the body to me. It's
Not me.
about the athleticism.
Well, for me, it's about the gluteus maximus.
It's that damn butt.
It's butt is everything.
I don't remember.
Are
that?
you a cock or ass guy?
Remember that day I took my antidepressants again, and I was like, "Why are butt grossing me out?" I had one day where I was like, "That can is disgusting."
Once in a while, you have to do that. It's like having your period. You have to shed the uterine lining, and it's like you have to shed, like, wait a sec, that's a pooper, but...
Don't talk about that.
Well, I need to, because I need to say I'm having some issues due to my medications.
With
my kitty cat.
Miss Kitty.
Mrs. Cat.
Miss Pussy.
No one's gonna understand what we're talking about.
No, they all will.
Kitty is pussy, which can be cock. Don't try it at home, kids. Okay, so you were studying, you were in, like, plays and stuff as a kid, but when did you decide, like, I'm gonna pursue, like,
Well, I
being
used
a
to be the
Broadway?
songstress. I used to be the songstress.
Oh, you were the singy.
Like, I was like I used to be able to sing like a woman, and like I would go to auditions in the city, and like the gay guys would be gagged.
I'll cheerfully tell you, so fully same. Soulfully same.
Not the same.
Not like you, but I booked Bunnicula the musical based on a woman's voice. And
Yeah.
the other kids at the audition gagged. Like, sorry. That just, I needed to get out of the way. Now we can get back to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All good.
Oh, good.
What shows were you in?
Every show.
Musical?
No.
So,
They did it the year I left.
take it back.
Yeah. But, I mean,
I was a Wickersham.
in college I did 32 musicals.
You're lying.
No.
There's not even time in the day.
I did 5 musicals per summer.
What?
Wait, how many did I say I did?
32. That's not true.
That isn't true. But I did 29.
That's the same number as
Yeah,
32.
yeah, I did 29.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you do in high school, though?
Drowsy Chaperone. A chorus line.
I was a cut dancer in a college production of Chorus Line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hairspray. And Next to Normal. That was a theater camp. Like, I did a lot of musicals.
Okay, and I just want to say,
Yeah, and what did you do?
I did
Yeah.
Joseph. I was in the ensemble. I did All Shook Up. I was in the ensemble, but I had a part where I scream at the Elvis character when he arrives in town and standing ovation. And
You got a standing?
I got a standing O. As an ensemble member, first he swings his hips to the right and a girl faints, then he swings his hips to the left, and the gay director cast me to scream, and I would, at that time I could scream, like, in a way I can't anymore, for like 30 seconds.
I'm not buying it, Toots.
It's like, and it would be for like 30 seconds, and the whole show would stop, and it would be standing up.
Yeah.
And then I was a Wickersham and Seussical.
Why didn't they give you bigger parts?
I didn't book.
You just said you did?
I didn't get cast as leads. Until senior year, I was Colonel Mustard and Clue, but that wasn't a musical.
But it was a gag.
Yes. I'm Colonel Mustard. That's how I talked.
The whole time?
Yeah. And then I was in, like, the Senior Follies and this other thing called Fools of Farce. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's
just high school theater. It's important to be mentioning that here.
Ugh.
There's no greater high, even being ensemble, I felt, like, than being on that stage.
Babbling on.
To college for musical theater, then I did that for 3 years, then I did a tour of Hello Dolly, then I toured with Alaska, the drag queen, and then I became a choreographer. And you can ask about any part in there.
Okay, so what I mean, there's a million things to ask there, but for the purposes of brevity, let's focus in on how did you make the pivot from dancer to choreographer, and what inspired you to do that?
The real reason is like I wasn't booking anymore after the pandemic. And then the like defensive reason is because I was like I was turning down a ton of auditions. Basically anything that wasn't Broadway, and then I think even sometimes like Broadway things that I just was like, I cannot.
Because it's too grueling? Or because it wasn't tea?
It was too grueling for me not being behind the art of it.
I don't follow what you just said.
I don't mind grueling.
But you weren't believing in the art.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And now we have you here at you're choreographing for multiple outlets, including these two major pop stars, Mel and Chrissy.
Yeah.
And putting on these dance classes. So I guess...
Yeah, I mean, right now is dance class season. I just did one in New York. I'm doing one in Provincetown. I'm coming back to New York. And
when is the next one in New York? Because the Provincetown one will happen before this comes out.
I believe it's Thursday, September 5th at 7 p.m., my first evening class. And then maybe we can,
party.
Yeah.
I could party to that.
Right?
And dance to Dancing Queen.
Oh, shit.
In Hell's Kitchen.
Oh, shit.
Couldn't that be tea?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. What song is that? I'll come every time I come around.
Oh, that could be good.
Wait. Is that one of your favorite songs?
I don't know. Every time I do one of the classes... So these classes are... I call them Intro to Pop Star Dance.
Yes.
Do you want to, give it a go?
What?
In terms of what it is?
Oh, sure. So, all fair, no tea. I didn't make it to one of these for a while after they started, which was random, because we're such close friends. But I was not in town. I was all around at the time that these were beginning. And then I was going to go to one because I was finally back in New York, and it was at 4 p.m., and I slept through it and woke up at 5.
My queen.
That was queefy.
Yes.
Then I finally woke up and...
In more ways than one.
Yeah, but not every way that a person can wake up. And I got to a class and I was blown away. Actually, the first one I went to was in LA, and basically the tea with Intro to Pop Star Dance is unleashing your inner pop star and feeling like you are the center stage player at a sold-out Madison Square Garden concert and just voguing it and being crunch.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is... Okay, so I started my class yesterday. The main thing is, whenever I tell people I'm doing it, a lot of time, 90% of their response is oh my god, I would never do that.
Yeah.
I can't do
People
a dance
are afraid
class.
to dance. And we're going to get into very soon, the fear around dance and how to dance and the styles of dance.
Sure.
That's what's coming up in the pipeline for everyone who needs an organizational layout.
Okay. And to those people, I'm wait, you are the exact person that needs to come to this.
But how did you realize that was the angle you wanted to take?
Okay, ready for this, T? So I left the theater world. I used to live in the city, and then I moved to Brooklyn.
By the way, I do push back at... I mean, I say that, but also it's Brooklyn is also the city. I'm kind of... I know. No problem.
You can't take that away from me. It's one of the few things.
No, they can't take that away from me. Okay.
So I used to live in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved to Brooklyn, and that's when I was not booking, and I was meeting all of my lovies. And
you met the other side.
Yeah. And I was I'm having way more fun over here. No, all love to my sisters from my past, and I love them so much, and they're so important to me. But I was this is more my speed. And then I kind of hid this part of me a little bit, this dance part of me, and people would ask me what I do, and I was I don't know.
There's no worse question.
What do you do? And
I hate that. Because no one does anything.
I would say I don't.
We don't have jobs.
So I would say, like, I'm trying to find work. I'm in between careers right now, and I wouldn't tell people. And then I started telling people, because I was like, I'm not going to hide this part of me. I'm a dancer, but I don't know what I want to do with it. And then people would just, like, always have a story about dance.
Story like...
Oh, I've always wanted to be a dancer.
Because they're the hottest, healthiest people.
Or I took a dance class when I was in 4th grade.
Because that's when your inner child was free.
Yeah, and then I stopped, and I'm too scared to go back. And then I just did one for, like, all my sisters. I was like, let's just get into a studio. I'm going to teach my friends dance. Like, it just would be fun to dance together. And then the response was really positive. And then I've done 13 since then.
13.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true what they say. Like, these classes take you into another space, a space free of judgment, a space of joy where you don't have to be afraid anymore. And it is a very special environment you create.
Thanks.
And that's you at the helm. And I was saying this to you the other night, like, one day, like, New Yorkers and LAers and the rest of the world, because you'll be a global superstar, but even if you weren't going to be a global superstar, which you are, New York and LA will be like, there's that gay guy who, like, rollerblades around and teaches dance class.
That would make me really happy.
And you're going to be a coastal legend.
I just want to give everyone the bliss of dance.
There's
really.
Gay Choreographer. Look at him go.
The other day I started class by saying, you know that part where you're on a train? Not a subway train, but a real train, like going to Boston or something.
And you're looking out the window?
Yeah. And then you're in a music video?
Yes.
That's what this class is.
That's the most important feeling.
We all do it.
Yeah.
Or like you're pumping down the street and you're like, oh my God, someone should be filming this. Like, I'm working it so fiercely.
Yeah. I think of myself in a film, not a music video.
Yeah.
Is
well, that
okay?
fantasy, like, we all do that. But around other people, we all, like, get shy.
Yeah.
When it's time to perform.
We need to
and I
not
try
let
to, like,
fear
make
ruin
this
our lives.
class a space where you can, like, really, really step into that fantasy on the train or when you're pumping.
Wow.
Together with people.
Yeah. And do it in front of people and be free.
It unlocks something.
Yeah. It's so amazing that you were able to, like, find that lens through which to teach dance. Like, I think
the point of what I was saying before was I was meeting regular people.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is such a huge part of my life and it's so not a part of theirs at all. How can I, like, give them a little bit of this? And then, because everyone deserves it.
Well, because professional dancers like you and, like, anyone who dances for their work and is trained are rightfully so put on a pedestal because, I mean, they look like gods.
There, it's this, like,
yeah, but
hierarchy.
I'm a regular person. I am not a trained dancer.
Okay.
I can't even touch my toes. And I revere those who are professional. I mean, they're so hot and cool, and I know they must be neurotic and crazy too, but, like, you're in incredible shape and you can do these things with your body.
It's cool to have, like,
it's an amazing skill.
Yeah.
And I lost my train of thought, but basically so, like, my whole life I have seen myself as a very good dancer because I have a freedom.
Yeah, you have a tremendous influence on my choreography.
Oh my God. That's really sweet.
And, like, maybe being friends with you has given me such access to a freedom that has allowed me to pursue choreo.
Well, it's nice that you see the good in that because I will say this. So Emerson College, where I went, I've always seen myself as a great dancer. And at, like, high school dances, the girls who I was friends with would be like, oh my God, look at her.
Look at Becky.
Because she's just, like, twirling her hips and the guys would be just like, bleh. But at Emerson, there was an Emerson dance company and I auditioned because I auditioned for, like, everything first semester freshman year. And I was just, like, thrashing and leaping across the floor and they needed,
you're perfect.
They needed boys. They were desperate for boys and they didn't no one cast me. And a lot of my close friends were the ones doing the casting.
Even former babblers.
Former babblers and future babblers alike chose not to cast me. And that was actually when I first crossed paths with former babblers.
Which ones?
Peyton
Yeah.
didn't cast me. But she saw me for the first time. And Issa didn't cast me.
Get her.
Anyway, so I love to dance. Gaga choreography, music videos in high school were like the center of my universe. But like all regular people, I would be terrified to have to dance in the way that professional dancers are asked to do. And so to bridge that gap.
It's just, there's like, it's gatekeepy. And when I was dancing, it was like, titles were very, you earned that, like to be an associate choreographer, you had to be in 4 Broadway shows, and then you were an associate choreographer, and then you were an associate choreographer for 5 years, and then maybe you choreographed something. It was all like so
Hierarchical.
And tedious.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, what if
Red
somebody
tape.
Yeah, so it's all made up. Yeah.
Babbling on.
Wait, holy shit. Have you seen Ratatouille?
No, but everyone in high school used to say I looked like Ratatouille, the rat. You see it,
I do
right?
see it.
Yeah.
You're better looking than the rat.
The rat's not half bad.
Have you seen the rat, like, in his pants? When he's like...
I wish I could say I have.
You'll get to it. But anyway, in Ratatouille, they're like, anyone can cook. And it's like, anyone can dance.
Anyone. And I also say in my class, like, if you want to... You know how they say in yoga class, like, this is your class. And if you just want to lie on the floor the entire time, that's your class.
But I do throw something at that, which is like, if you do that, like, you didn't take yoga.
That's so false.
When does tea brew?
Yoga's about, like, breathing.
Yoga doesn't work. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're so... Like, you haven't done it. If you're saying
it's impossible to clear your mind.
You have to push yourself 4 times. I can't do it, but I used to be yoga.
This is a great segue because I'm like, how do you straighten your leg to not be bent, and how do you touch your toes? How can a person go from not being able to touch?
Did you used to, like, have your splits ever?
Never.
Okay, I, like, randomly always had my left split.
I don't even get that phrase. You have your left split. Like, you could do a split.
Yeah. Always.
I never could do the split.
The left one. And then the right one, I went to summer camp, and I remember, like, tearing my hamstring because I would stretch. I mean, when I was in...
Are your hamstrings those 2 tendons on the back of your legs?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they are. I'm talking about the 2, like, strings here.
Oh, no, I think they are. Like, I think they continue up, and that's your hamstring.
Like, what are those 2 ropes?
I should know, and it's, like, bad that I don't.
No one ever knows.
No, they do.
I ask everyone, and they're like, that's something.
I think it is the makings of a hammy.
Okay. Ham sandwich.
Yeah.
Yep. So, if I wanted to learn to touch my toes...
yeah. I mean, I used to stretch, like, every second of the day in middle school and high school. In high school, because I didn't dance until my junior year, but I loved dance, so I was like, what can I do in my house that, like, I shouldn't have... It's not that I didn't have access to it, but I was like, I think I was putting theater first. And then I was like, I'll dance through that. And then I was like, no, let's take dance seriously my junior year. But I would go home from rehearsals and, like, I would watch The Biggest Loser.
Holy shit.
And on the commercial breaks, I would sit in the splits.
Okay, so here I am, a person who wants to know how to dance. Say I'm not Hilton, say I'm just like
Rebecca.
A blank canvas named Rebecca. I'm like, how can I dance? What can I do?
Well, I would say
what
it's
body
like
part
not
can I move?
about split or kick or turn.
Is it hip thrust?
It's hip thrust, it's finger wag.
When does the arm move? That's huge. What do you do with say you're at a school dance in 8th grade, like, what do we do? I mean, we're grinding and we're assaulting.
First thing is just, like, let your body move how it wants to. Like, there are no rules to it, and...
Did you grind?
Of course.
Like, we all did, and it wasn't okay. Like, we would just walk up behind girls and grind on them, right?
Yeah, and they were all my Beckys, and they were like, what are
Not
you?
all of them were my Beckys.
Oh,
Some
mine
of them
were?
were strangers.
No, I wouldn't do that. Lucinda, I would not do that.
Lucinda, I have sinned. Like, this is now all on the record.
Yeah.
Bad shit.
I wouldn't, but they would kind of be like, girl, I don't see you like that.
I would have it a lot, I guess, where girls would be like, no.
Come again.
But it was like if you couldn't secure a grinding partner, you were a laughingstock.
I made out with this gay girl.
You made out?
Yeah, oh yeah. At a Sweet 16. And we were like, I remember it feeling so wrong because she was so gay and I was so gay too.
There's nothing scarier than the courting rituals of middle and high school and a middle school dance. That's the scariest it's ever been.
Do you want to know something?
Church.
In freshman year of high school, I had this really old friend.
How old? Oh.
Like, he was my friend since I was maybe 5.
Right.
And then we were all at my other friend's house, and everyone was drinking. And I didn't really feel cool with it until maybe, like, the summer of my freshman year.
Holy shit, I'm so behind you. I didn't start drinking until senior year.
Honey, you've caught up. Oh my god! But then
I threw up all weekend.
Yeah. But I was around them, and I remember like taking a sip of water bottle vodka, like a sip,
I'm gonna throw up.
Small sip, and then pretending to be blacked out.
Yeah,
basically,
it was all the pretenders.
And I pretended hard, and my old friend was like, "Will you stop pretending to be drunk?" And I was like, I'm not pretending.
Oh my god.
And
Alec.
Yeah, that's a shame that I carry with me, and it's like actually so embarrassing. It still embarrasses me.
I have one like that. You want it?
Begging.
Okay, there was like a kitchen room. I went to Montessori school.
That feel like when there's a kitchen room.
And there was 4th, 5th, and 6th grade at Montessori are all in one classroom. And so it's like a giant classroom with a side kitchen room. And like some of the kids in my grade, it was a small school, and my sister Winnie and I were like the bells of the damn ball. Anyway, so I go in the kitchen room, Winnie's in there and some of my friends, and I like swore. I said like, what the hell or something. And Winnie was like, you sound dumb when you swear. And everyone laughed.
I have another story.
Yep.
In high school, I was driving with my brother and his friend, and he was older than I was, and he was a senior he was a freshman in college when I was a freshman in high school. So he must have been like a sophomore in college, and I was a sophomore in high school.
Okay. And
we were driving, and he was with his straight friend, and I just, like, all I heard all day at school was guys calling each other faggots. And I was like, okay, so this is how straight guys talk to each other. Oh my god. So I called someone a faggot, and my brother was like, Alec, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
He was like, that's so weird of you.
Oh my god.
And it was really kind of nice to know that, like, that wasn't cool with him at that age.
Oh, I have a really bad one, but I don't want to say it.
No, we could be here for hours, hon.
But this is what dance is about. It's about talking about middle and high school, and that's what I needed us to get to.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I did something really bad.
Are you sure you want to share?
No.
This is for the Patreon. Yeah. And it must be said that we're above Stonewall right now.
Yes. And if we went down there right now, we could have 6 pussy. What am I doing?
It's true. Like,
what the fuck am I trying to achieve here?
My mom listens to this.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just like before we were so like highbrow intellectual and like really talking, and I'm like, let's like get laughing.
When we were talking before, I was like, skip, skip, skip. I felt so insecure.
Same.
I don't want to do that.
But we have to.
I can.
And it's staying in. I'll cut out some of it.
I know, it can all stay.
But it's like this isn't just about Laugh Factory. This is an arts and culture podcast where we discuss things that aren't necessarily guffaw.
No, I know.
So it's a theory.
Can I say this? when you said when did you when I was talking hours ago about faggotry and like how I've always been a faggot.
Yeah.
I try in my intro to pop star dance classes. That's just an expression of like faggotry, my innermost faggot, and that's what I try to teach, like dumb gay faggot dance.
A faggot is a little boy who's squealing and chirping and getting married in a white gown. And
putting on the dress. I've always was
screeching.
trying on princess dresses.
I was too, but I
do
was using
consider-
that as evidence to be trans.
Well, I mean, I actually still feel cis, even though I tried on gown.
Glug.
But I was like obsessed.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, it was like drag.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. No way around it. No, it wasn't. It was cool. Like, faggot reign supreme.
Yeah, fagga.
Fagga.
But
I like faggot.
I still really identify with it. And I know I'm not the first gay guy to be like, I don't feel like a gay guy, I feel like a faggot, but I do.
It's kind of a sexy word.
And I feel like I kind of came out publicly as a faggot when I started pursuing being a choreographer.
I mean, it was a huge cultural shift for you. Like, your identity changed.
Some people started telling me I was on the queer spectrum when I
Who said that?
like cut this out.
Babbling. Okay, I have some questions, if you don't mind.
C'est la vie.
Ballet.
Love.
How do you do it?
You go to class and you have to learn. It's like a whole thing, my love. But do
With
you
the
want to know
toe?
the point?
Yeah. Is that
It
real?
takes so long. Yeah. It takes so long to understand the way your body is supposed to move as a ballet dancer.
But is that good for you, or is that just, like, bad for you to be standing on your toes like that?
On point?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been on point.
Girl, get on point.
It's traditionally women, but some faggots, it's faggy to be on point.
And that bulge
So I should be on
and
it.
that boot.
So
I'm
you're
sorry.
coming back.
I think ballet dancers are hot, hot, hot.
Yeah, they are. Anyway,
Yeah.
ballet is so, I think it's like meditative in the same way that yoga is.
Is it your favorite style?
It has been my favorite style, but my favorite style is jazz.
And talk to me about jazz. Is that jazz hands?
Well, jazz is like a very,
Bowler hat?
it can be that, and that was my intro to like dance. It's like bowler hat tees
Yar.
and like cha cha cha. Like I love that.
I
shit.
like that a
I
lot.
love it.
I
But
like
it's
that.
also like sometimes Beyonce, like sometimes I'd say like Lady Gaga's like commercial jazz.
Who's the best pop star at dancing?
Like Victoria Monet and Tate McRae.
And of
Chrissy
the
Chapaka
big
and Mel Ferrer.
of the big boys. The big. I mean, like Gaga, Beyonce, Madonna, like Britney. I mean,
There are some great ones. It's hard to say. Like
Janet
I
Jackson.
wouldn't want to like make it quantitative. in that
It's
way.
Gaga to me.
Wait, qualitative? Is qualitative a word?
Koala is a word. Why am I trying to be funny?
I thought that was kind of funny.
I think it was.
Yeah, somebody
We'll
out there
see.
loved it.
We'll see.
Listeners, write in.
So you're not going to pick one of the main divas. It has to be young Brit, right?
I think it's Beyonce.
Really? Yeah, I mean, right. She's an amazing dancer.
Yeah, I think it's Beyonce, but I really love. Also, Normani's amazing. No, like,
Normani,
just
poor
don't.
girl.
She's everything to me.
I know, but, like, there's something very funny about the whole, like, when will Normani release
Spring,
another
summer,
song?
September. Joggers.
When a girl flops, it is fierce.
In my opinion, she didn't flop. Although, of course.
What do
But
you...
the motivation music video is so...
I'ma get it off, let me be your motivation.
I teach, when I teach, like, teenagers and younger, I teach pliés to that song. It works really
And
well.
that's in ballet
And
when you
tendus.
do your legs down.
It's bend.
Here's what I have to ask you.
Yeah. And I love tap.
I swear to God I was about to go.
Tap dance. I know.
What's tea on tap?
It's like heaven.
But isn't it
And-
just like
What
it
do
can
you-
only go so far?
I would love for you to see how far it could go.
I saw how far it went in Singing in the Rain, and my
It goes
eyes
so
were changed.
much for
But I'm like, you get why I asked that. It's like you can tap the
it's
heel or
limited.
the toe.
Yeah,
like,
but it's so exciting.
well, I
Like,
have to
did you see Funny Girl on Broadway?
Yeah,
Best part of the musical was that tap dance.
Singing in the Rain tapping. If you're trying to tell me it can go so much farther than that, I feel like you're disrespecting because they did the
I
damn
know
thing.
they did
there.
it, and they worked it, and they actually are the complete inspiration, and it is so. I mean, it's
And
so
Liza in Cabaret is the inspo on jazz I'm getting from
Yeah.
Fosse, who is our king.
Yeah,
Or are we
sure.
choosing someone else? What's the girl who worked with Gaga?
Lorianne,
Yeah, Gibson.
mother?
That's mom.
Wait,
Wait, can I share a story about tap?
yeah,
Okay, so you know my friend Michael Albert.
Malbert.
Malbert and there was
Malbert, shout out.
this Malbert. There was this podcast. No, I meant to say nightclub. There was this nightclub opening on campus, like next door, because it was like
The
in
Emerson
Boston.
nightclub.
It wasn't on. It was just like our campus was just in the city. So like on the city block, a nightclub opened called Stage of Vaudeville Nightclub, and they were hosting an open call for circus performers. And on the thing it said like contortionists, freaks, comedians, like
Well,
dancers.
you're at least 3 out of the 4.
And so I was like, Malbert and I were like, we have to do this. And I had a writing class that met once a week that I skipped to go to this class. To this audition. We both wore black tights and white t-shirts, and we were going to do 3 acts. We go into this auditorium filled with like amputees, little people, like fire breathers, contortion, like circus freaks. I'm sorry. What else can you say? But like they were circus people. And they were heaven.
You could say circus people instead of freaks.
I don't think they're freaks. I'm just trying to impress the point that like these were the people who like the two-headed
Perform
lady
circus.
or whatever.
Yes.
And Malbert and I go in, and we have a 3-act plan. We're gonna do stand-up, which was
Holy
him telling a story, and then me telling a story of playing Sims in 8th grade and running to the bathroom because I've been playing so long, and an orb of poop falling out of my basketball shorts and me picking it up and putting it in the toilet. No one laughed. Act 2 was hula hoop. He was gonna hula hoop while I tap danced.
You can't tap dance.
And I got
You
up.
can. Anyone can.
On my right leg, I am naturally able to tap, but the
And you do
stage
that
was
once.
carpeted.
I say that anyone can tap dance, but Hilton like pretty much once a day falls into a pattern of clacking her right heel to
My
the ground.
right leg is naturally able to tap. And the stage that we were auditioning on was carpeted, so you couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
And then we were supposed to do acrobatics where I put my legs on his shoulders and we spun around and we like couldn't do it. No one laughed. No one said a thing. We got out of there. We didn't get the part.
But you know what? I really love that you did that.
Thank you.
Like, my college experience, and I don't live in regret, but I would
I
never
sometimes
have done.
regret things you would never have done.
I have regretted things, but I'm choosing to not right now.
Okay.
I would have never done that. Like, the things that I did were like, I only show up to like, the open call of like an out of town Broadway show to try and book it. It's like I was missing out on these
things.
auditioning for the circus,
Yeah.
and like
completely.
missing a writing class. Like I just was so sheltered by dance.
Well, maybe we can teach each other a few things.
Well, you certainly have.
You can teach me how to make my leg straight and not.
I don't
be
know.
bent.
See, look, my leg, is that straight to you?
Yeah.
Because it has that little...
And I can teach you to just go do something where it's like so insane that you're doing it, but you just like do it.
Well, I certainly have been doing that.
You've
in the
been doing
past.
that, yeah. You actually already know how, so
Yeah.
there's nothing I can
I've always
offer you.
known,
Chortle.
but I just didn't pursue.
I have another question for you.
Yes.
What do you do with your face?
Amazing. I think trying to act when you dance.
Is good.
No, it's like, girl, just...
Oh.
Oh, maybe cut this.
No, I'm not cutting that.
I just think dance, the movement quality is so expressive, and I make crazy faces.
So
when I
neutral
dance.
face or what?
No, just like have fun. And
but
just,
don't be like, yeah.
Well, I mean, when I do certain dances, it's
You
all
kind
about,
of can't
like,
help it.
You know, when you do competition dances, kids, they used to choreograph the dances that you're making. So they'd be like, on 1, 2, 3, 4, you go, ooh. And then on 5, you go, ah.
Oh, they choreograph the face. Do you, dance moms?
Love
I've never seen.
Love that.
Babble.
What's the best dance move to be cool and seductive?
It's when you have a straight leg, your ass is facing, and then you bend over your leg.
The bend and snap?
No. Well, yeah, kind of the beginning of the bend and snap. And then you go down the leg, and then it's kind of like, when I teach it in class, I say it's like you're trying to put your head through a little hole. So, like, say the head is here, it's like...
Oh, wait, more tips like that.
Yeah.
You put your head through a hole.
Yeah.
Fingers are flexed.
Fingers are on thigh.
Finger on thigh. So it's about like touching oneself.
And then it's about not being afraid to explore head touchage, booby touchage, and private touchage.
So when you're at the club, what are you gonna do?
Well, first of all, I'd have to be at the club to do that.
Of course. But let's say we were going to Stonewall. What are you gonna do on that floor upstairs where they have a dance floor?
When Benny called Stonewall the subway, she ate.
Oh, she devoured. Your glasses are great.
They're so filthy.
So you would do like a crane
I would probably like bounce,
bounce.
but I'm not like a sexy dancer. I'm just a dancer.
Okay.
I'm just like a person who bounces. Like
Yeah.
I do what you do.
I bounce?
Well, you thrash.
I'm
Like,
a
got
thrash.
little crazy
I'm a
at the
head up
wedding.
and down thrash. Hit the
That
skull,
moment at the
crack the
wedding.
blood.
Babble, babble.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Who's the best dancer of the 8?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Wait, I want you to think about it too, and then we'll say 3.
Okay.
But can we go character name?
Of course.
Well, there's one in particular that you don't go character with,
Okay. Well, you just played your hand.
and I'm showing it well.
Because I was going to say that too, probably.
Okay.
Except, yeah.
Wait, the best. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Lena.
Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah.
You just said to go.
She's the best dancer.
Yeah, because
She works it.
she's the freest of the
She
8.
works it.
Yes, of course she does.
She actually, if I could get Lena to come to Intro to Popstar Dance,
Oh my god, she totally would.
we gotta get her there.
I know.
I really want to be a bartender on Watch What Happens Live.
With my bartender, hold me all night. You would be.
I want to.
I've been in an elevator with Andy Cohen, and he's the first person I interviewed when I became a journalist, and I asked him if he wanted to elope with a young journalist, and he didn't. And he's short.
Not too shabby.
I'm not cutting that. He
No.
didn't elope with me, like, I already lost him.
Doesn't he like live in this building?
Yes.
Or he used to
He
or
lived
something?
in my old boss's office building.
He
which
like
is nearby.
literally every time you go to an apartment, someone's like, Andy Cohen lives here.
I was in the elevator and I had a big crate of meat to give to my boss for their trip. And Andy came in and he was like, "What's in there?" And I was like,
Wait, Andy
"Meat."
asked?
Yeah. And I was like, "Meat."
And then it was like floor 21.
And then I
floor
got
22.
Babbling on.
And I'm going to teach at Yale.
Are you for sure teaching at Yale?
October 13th.
Holy shit. What?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like a club affiliated with Yale.
That counts.
They're putting me into the Yale system, so we're going Ivy League.
Are you gonna have a yale.edu email address?
No, but I'm teaching one class there. Yeah, someone came to my class and then they recommended it.
Oh my god. That's how it goes. You just start doing something. This is my advice to anyone who wants to be creative. Like, just make a thing, and then from there, other things will come, and you just have to make stuff. It doesn't matter if you don't have the money or the talent or the intelligence or the...
That's so tea.
Yeah.
Literally, it's so tea.
Everything that I've ever done has been just sitting down and, like, doing something, and then that's led to other things.
I even, like, the first thing I ever made with choreography was, like, I got 4 friends and I paid them $20 an hour, which is crazy that I did that, but,
It's kind of a lot.
legit.
Yeah.
Got that.
A ton of money.
And, I got 4 people into a room and I just recorded them doing Sex and the City choreography that I made up, and I put it online, and I was like, I want to be a choreographer, and people will listen. They want to help you. They want to support you. And it's gotten so much better, and I can't wait to look back at this point in my life and be like, oh my god, I can't believe I was such a bad choreographer then, because I'm learning so much.
Wow.
Babbling on.
When I climb the stairs and the key.
Ooh.
I saved it.
Towards the end.
At first you hated it, and by the end you got in the car.
Come to the dance class. It's $24. You can send it to my Venmo, Gay Choreographer. I really, really hope to see you there. It's really fun.
Are you talking to me or the listeners?
The listeners.
Okay.
Will you be there?
When is it?
It could be a Babel collabo. A collabo.
What would I do?
A collaboration.
Bring a microphone and record the sounds of the class for an episode?
A collaboration. A kababalation.
A kababalation. Yeah, I'll be there.
Okay, I don't sound too excited.
Alec.
Rebecca.
I love my Becky.
Okay, so
What an interesting episode this has been. You just call on the brother.
when we were in Fire Island, Hilton for the house, when I stayed in the room the entire trip, Hilton pretended to be a Pokemon with her body language, and we all guessed, and we did like 40 or 50 Pokemon, and we got them all.
And it like brought the house together.
It saved it. It was after class
after
in pool.
Okay, wait. Can you ask me to do a Pokemon, and I'll just have to do it sonically, and I won't say the name of the Pokemon?
Well, why don't you do a Pokemon sonically, and I'll guess it.
Okay, right, okay. Except they say their names, so it doesn't...
just do sound and body language.
Okay, let's start off on an easy one.
Jigglypuff.
Yep.
Queen, but you sang Jiggly.
Okay. Okay, so this is just... Okay. I'll do body language too, since you can guess it, but I'll make a noise.
Wait, I'm gonna close my eyes, and then if I can't get it just from sound, I'm gonna open them, and then I'll know body language.
Okay.
Snorlax?
No.
Oh, yeah. Stop. I know it. It's Magikarp.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to do one?
Yeah.
Jinx?
Okay, ready?
Yeah. So Jinx?
No.
Oh.
Big.
Blossom?
Yeah.
Okay, I have one.
Shoot, she's cool.
I have one.
Macro? Farfetch.
Should we just redo the episode and do Pokemon?
Oh!
Okay, well, goodbye, babblers. Dance it out.
Love.
Oh, I was doing Zapdos, by the way.
I'm gonna talk about all the things that I wanna talk about. just keep talking. We'll just keep talking. Just keep talking. Talking. For so long. We're babbling on. We're babbling on.
Ballet is created, produced, and edited by Hilton Dresden. The theme song is by Benny Cortoletta, featuring Callie Baker, and is produced by Benny Cortoletta and Jack Grouse. The artwork is by Hilton Dresden. Audio consultation from Kenzie Woodrow and Dallas Seeker. Special thanks to Alec Cohen, Natalie Rotter-Laitman, Molly Montgomery, Nick Krause, and to everyone who has subscribed to Babbling on the Substack and refused to shut the fuck up.